to call Biden a criminal. Why is that?
He is a criminal. He's a criminal. He got caught. Read his laptop. And you know who's a criminal? You're a criminal for not reporting it. You are a criminal for not reporting it. Let me tell you something. Joe Biden is a criminal, and he's been a criminal for a long time. And you're a criminal in the media for not reporting it. Good luck.
Now, if I didn't know any better, I'd say that you're looking at running for president.
Do it. Do it. Look at me. Do it. I will personally write you a campaign check now on behalf of this country, which does not want you to be president, but which badly wants you to run.
I am officially running for President of the United States, and we are going to make our country great again.
There's not going to be a President Donald Trump.
I think that man will be president of the United States right about the time that spaceships come down filled with dinosaurs and red cake.
Donald Trump has been saying that he will run for president as a Republican, which is surprising since I just assumed he was running as a joke.
Donald Trump will not become president!
I continue to believe Mr. Trump will not be president.
Donald Trump will never, ever be president.
Moderator, but apparently believes that Donald Trump is a clown.
President Obama will go down as perhaps the worst president in the history of the United States! Exclamation point at real Donald Trump. Well, at real Donald Trump, at least I will go down as a president.
You're never going to be president of the United States by insulting your way to
Let's see, I'm at 42 and you're at...
We have a key race alert right now. Donald Trump now has reached the number of delegates needed to clinch the Republican presidential nomination.
So, right now, Mr. Trump, to answer your call for political honesty, I just want to say, you're not going to be president, all right? It's been fun. It's been great. I love you. But come on, buddy.
Donald Trump, while we project, will win in Kentucky with its 8th electoral vote, in Indiana with its 11th electoral vote, West Virginia, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Mississippi, South Carolina, Alabama, Kansas with its 6 electoral votes, Nebraska with its 5 electoral votes, and Wyoming with its 3 electoral votes, North Dakota with its 3 electoral votes, and South Dakota, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, the state of Montana, Missouri, Ohio, Idaho, North Carolina.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear. Together, we will make America great again.
What's going on, everybody? It is CobraCast 199. I am your host, D-Day Cobra, and I am happy to see all of you in the chat. And you guys are already off to a crazy start tonight. Holy shit. Holy shit. We've already got 105 gifted memberships. You guys have all... Do you know how crazy that is? We haven't even started. And there's already over 100 gifted memberships. The snake pit is out of control. The snake pit is out of control. The people are excited. The enthusiasm is at a point that you can't properly quantify. But I'm happy to see all of you here. We got a lot to talk about, man. Obviously, the Trump stuff is something we're always going to cover. But this whole Cenat story with like this Twitch streamer that has created a riot in New York City and apparently has been charged. I don't know what the hell to think about this, man, but the chaos that we're seeing in New York City is truly disgusting, And I am just like, I can't believe it. So we're going to talk about all of that. And we're going to talk about all that footage and really get into the meat and potatoes of that, because it looks like, yeah, you're right, Anima Chains. It looks like the Summer of Love Part 2 all over again. It's crazy. It's wild. The Trump stuff is clearly going to be a topic of discussion among other things. And then after this, that's right, we are playing some video games tonight. And I hear a rumor we're getting the return of Krista Nova to Fortnite. But that'll be something we talk about a little bit later. Who all do we have here in the chat? Brock just dropped another 50 gifted memberships. What is happening? What is happening? My God. And then Dirk Mathers says, how is your dog? So, man, I hate that I'm having to like give you guys this up and down news on the situation. It's in real time. It's what's happening. So, went to, we took him to the specialist, and again, he's 14 years old. Clearly he's very old. Doesn't act that old. I mean, puppy face doesn't act that old. He moves around very well. He is 14 years old. He has an enlarged heart, and his enlarged heart is, basically pushing on him, and it hurts his breathing. He can't breathe very good at times. Overall, from the information we've gotten back from the specialist, he's doing relatively well, and we're going to put him on some different medication, and we're going to see how it all plays out. But overall, it was more positive news than negative news. But it's a day-by-day situation, man. And I'm sure I'm sure a lot of you can relate in the chat if you've gone through this with animals. It's the worst thing ever, because you don't want the animal to suffer. You can't get direct feedback sometimes, but you can sense how they're feeling. So it's a day-to-day process right now. And he's the best, and we love dogs. Dogs are the freaking best, and he's had a good life. I can say that much. So that's the latest update, and I will definitely keep you guys posted. Stacy S in the house says Spartan music. Otherwise, I did look this up. I didn't listen to it yet, but when you tweeted, or you posted that the other night on CobraCast, I didn't really understand what you were saying, but I will look into this. So I hear you, Stacy, because Stacy was adamant about me reacting to American Flags from Tom McDonald, and I'm glad we did. I really like that song, and I like what Tom McDonald is doing. So shout out to you, Stacy. Dragon Dan says, these riots from today is what you get when the out of wedlock epidemic is out of control. Only 17 people missed work. Yeah, I said it. Give me back my son. Yeah, and that's a huge element of this, and we definitely are going to have to get further into that. My God, Hayden Wayne, what are you guys doing right now? AR Master just dropped 10. Hayden dropped 50. What the fuck is happening right now? Brock's dropped 50. We've got like over 200 new members right now. What is happening? My gosh, this is insane. Real Sean Mack dropped 5. K Road says, I'm livid. Ben Shapiro recently made a video about how the Dems are rigging 2024, yet he can't acknowledge, he can't acknowledge the nonsense of 2020. TDS is real. Ben Shapiro has Ben Shapiro doesn't have a terrible case of TDS, but he has a case of TDS. What is happening in my chat right now? You don't try to overwhelm me. All right. My God. There's a lot of love in the chat. There's a lot of love. You guys are trying to overwhelm me right now. We're not even 10 minutes into the show. And you're trying to overwhelm me. Brock says Hayden Wayne is the GOAT. Hayden says we are working together. I'm doing my part. Longtime lurker says Pete. First time super chatter. Much love to you and the Snake Pit from Canada. Thank you, Pete. I appreciate that. What happens if Trump can't get on any ballot? Seems to be their plan. I would write Trump in. Screw everyone else. Yes, I've made that point clear. Like, all I can be is me. All I can be is me. All I can do is tell you what I would do. And I am under no circumstance will I not vote for Donald Trump, even if I have to write the man's name in. That's where we are with it. And that's just where we are. Drunk 3PO. I didn't trip poo. We're going to have to show you a clip that Drunk 3PO and Krista Nova got on their park hopping stream earlier. You guys want to know why we cover theme parks? I hear it all the time. Jeremy, why are you guys covering theme parks? Why are you doing this? And I'm like, because it's part of the business that I created, and we have a wonderful team of people that, help with this and are passionate about this. And we live in a world where people need to know what's going on. So earlier during our, during the Park Hoppin' live stream, something happened earlier. All right. Something happened earlier. All right. Krista got a little excited. So I'm going to show you what happened. Shout out to Park Hoppin'. All right. I'm going to show you all what happened on the Park Hoppin' live stream earlier. This is the Park Hoppin' YouTube channel. Okay.
Let's see. Oh, look what it is.
Now, you just heard Krista say, oh, look who it is. You just heard Krista say, look who it is.
Oh, my God.
Hey, Tigger. What's up, Pooh? Oh, my God, he flew. No.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Hi, friend. Can I step off the side, please?
It's not funny. First of all, no one was hurt. Like, why would you fall in front of me, of all people? Sweet Jesus, help me, because I'm trying not to laugh. There's kids crying around us.
So, shout out to Drunk 3PO, Krista Nova. A great Park Hoppin' stream. That's the type of coverage you're going to get from Geeks and Gamers. Okay. That's the type of coverage you're going to get from Geeks and Gamers. I don't know what is happening in the stream right now. You are bombarding me. I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. Meme TV, our boy Meme TV is in the house. I saw the Meme TV. So I saw this the other day with you were crushing him. You were crushing him. I don't even know who this guy is. Steve Deuce. Is that how you say it? We memed him after he was attacking Giuliani and Trump. He went on his show and called us all paid bots and demons. MAGA memers are undefeated, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. This is why you can't fuck with MAGA memers, okay? I don't know if it's Deuce, but I'm going to call him Deuce. It's like you drop the Deuce. Steve Douche. That's what we can call him. Steve Douche. But MAGA memers are undefeated. They are undefeated. You cannot hang with MAGA memers because they are passionate. They care about their country. They care about our great 45th president, and they do not like what they are seeing. And when you come at it from a genuine standpoint, you're not going to defeat MAGA memers in any way, shape, or form. And the moment you try to go up against them, you're going to lose. It's over. They are undefeated. They are the only undefeated group on the internet, and you're not going to touch them. You're not going to do it. Yes. Somebody just gave a comment that right here. I want to highlight this right here. MAGA memers are important now more than ever. Meme TV, I want you to show this. I want you to show this to all the MAGA memers out there. This is me, Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, D-Day Cobra. I am telling all of the MAGA memers out there, you are now more important than you have ever been, and you have always been important, and you've always been undefeated on the internet. But we need MAGA memers more than we have ever needed them before, because what they are doing to the great president of the United States, Donald J. Trump, is unbelievable. It's disgusting, and it is the most sick and twisted abuse of power we have ever seen. And we need the MAGA memers to hold the line like never before. And we know you're going to do it, but it's nice to hear that people are out there acknowledging it. MAGA memers for the win. Hold the line, MAGA memers. Trump 2024, baby. Trump 2024. Let's go. It's a world that I didn't truly understand back in 2016, even though I voted for Trump in 2016. I didn't understand the power of MAGA memers. I really didn't. And just so you know, it's just like anything else. If you're not part of the system, they despise you. They despise you. And this is all intertwined. I got popular on the internet, or at least well known on the internet, because I covered entertainment. I covered Star Wars, and I covered nerd movies, and I covered video games. All of this is intertwined. None of this is separate. It's all part of the same ecosystem. They hate you if they can't control you. They can't control MAGA. They can't control Trump supporters. So when you can't control something or someone, the idea is to what? To smear them, to dismiss them, to destroy them. And that's what they've continued to try to do. But the more you try to do it with MAGA, the more you're going to see backfire on top of backfire on top of backfire. And that's exactly what is happening right now. Let's talk about Trump's tweet really quick. And I know I call it a tweet. It's a truth. I get it. I don't like saying truth. I love you, Trump. But, either way, I love this. I'm so happy he said this. I'm so happy he said this. You are welcome, John. No problem, buddy. If you go after me, I'm coming for you. I love that this dude won't stand down. In fact, he's stepping forward. This dude has the entire deep state after him. He has all the powers that be after him. They all want him gone. Everywhere he goes, every decision he makes, every person he interacts with, he has people going after him constantly. This is what he does. And he says, I am not backing down at all. I am not backing down at all. This dude is an unstoppable force. CK Win donated how much on Streamlabs? Look at my boy. He told me, he challenged me. My boy challenged me tonight, and I stepped up. All right. He said, if this show starts on time, he told Eric, and Eric passed the message along. He said, if this show starts on time, I'm dropping a 50. And you know what he did? He dropped a 50 on Streamlabs. He says, see, Jeremy, with an incentive, not even Gary's influence can make you late and Tom skinny jeans. You know what I'm saying. So also, I would like to call for a vote to show Shaq's sexy toes. Oh my God. No, we can't do that. We cannot do that. We cannot do that. That is, I have to make it. Sometimes you have to make executive decisions here on this show. I am making a executive order that we are not playing that game at all. Not going to do it. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what they look like, and I don't want to know. Thank you, CK guy. Or is it CK Win? Thank you, CK Win. I appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, I saw some people in the chat saying that show Trump lawyers' feet. I love you guys so much. I was talking about on Friday Night Tights, and I'm like, I had 2,000 people watching me react to Trump's stream. I had 2,000 people watching me, and we're being serious about this. Is a serious issue. What they're doing to the president of the United States is disgusting, and we stand by our president. We're watching our country fall apart right before our very eyes, and we're passionate, we're angry, we're fed up, and we are holding the line. But as soon as Trump's lawyer showed up, suddenly the chat I mean, the chat was having some fun. That's all I could say. The chat responded. I mean, it was so funny, man. It was so funny. So that's just what it is, though. Like I could show you. I could show you right now. Like, let me show you. You can watch the chat right now. All right, you can watch the chat right now. As soon as this is what happened yesterday, and it's going to happen again. All right, here we go.
President Trump. June 8th, an FBI document is released showing that the Ukrainians paid the Biden crime family millions and millions of dollars. The next day, the Mar-a-Lago raid and the Mar-a-Lago indictment. Last week, Hunter Biden's sweetheart plea deal fell through when the judge realized it had blanket immunity. The following day, a superseding indictment against Donald Trump. July 31st, Devin Archer goes to testify in front of the House. That was only after they failed to put him in jail prior to the fact. What happens the next day? The January 6th indictment that we're here for today. This is not.
So, you know, you get the point. I'm a fan. She's very talented. She's a very, very talented individual. And listen, one of the things that, you know, we've said about Donald Trump, and I've criticized Trump to, you know, the type of people he surrounded himself with. Clearly, with the decision to surround yourself with this individual, this very talented individual, Donald Trump is definitely doing a great job of his personnel choices. That's all I can say. But she is, in all memeing aside, while she's obviously hot, she's pretty badass too. Okay, she's pretty badass. But yeah, my gosh, guys, this stream has been going for 21 minutes, and there are 265 new members because Hayden and Brock have lost it, and everybody else is joining the party. This is crazy to me. This is crazy. CK Win says, about time you got my last name right. Hey, thank you, brother. Big Who says, what did she say? I wasn't listening. Oh my gosh. All right, look, we got to talk about this really quick because it's in the title. Soviet Bean, you mad lad, you. Okay, so this all went down today. Twitch influencer Kai Cenat to be charged with inciting a riot after Union Square giveaway mayhem. Now, I don't know how this all played out. For those that don't know, Kai is one of the biggest Twitch streamers on the platform. He's massive. He's huge. I don't find him particularly entertaining from the little bit of content I've seen from him, but I ain't hating, man. If you got people watching you, got people watching you. He's the same as iShowSpeed. I think him and iShowSpeed, I don't get it. It ain't for me. But I'm glad that they're crushing it, and I'm glad people enjoy it. It ain't for me. With that said, this dude apparently was live today in New York City. So right here, Twitch streamer Kai Cenat will be hit with a slew of charges for organizing a mob of young fans that sent several people to the hospital and left multiple police cruisers trashed Friday. I can tell you this is already worse than January 6th, the worst day in recorded history, according to the left. But I doubt they're going to treat this the same way. The influencer, who has more than 20 million followers, will face double counts of inciting a riot and unlawful assembly, as well as other unspecified charges. New York City Chief of Department Jeffrey Maudry said at a press conference. The 21-year-old live streamer hadn't obtained a permit for his gaming accessory giveaway in Union Square Friday afternoon, which quickly morphed into a violent chaos of thousands of young fans stormed the surrounding streets. 65 others were taken into custody throughout the 3-hour melee, 30 of whom were juveniles. Video shows the rioters tossing cones, bottles, and rocks at one another, as well as an innocent passerby, and responding to officers. One 17-year-old was taken to the hospital with what authorities initially believed was a gunshot wound, but later discovered the injuries were sustained after the teen was hit with fireworks that a rioter tossed into the crowd. I personally saw the other people leaving here with their heads split open, cut, bruises, lacerations. There will be more injuries before this evening's over. Madri adding that he himself was also hit in the head with in one of his legs. You see right here, they're just terrorizing the fucking city. They're terrorizing the fucking city. This is insanity. The crowd also destroyed food carts, stores, and several police cruisers, including the chief of departments. When we started clearing the young people out here, the young people ran through the streets of the city, taking plates off of people who were outside dining. They were throwing plates at police officers. This is fucking insanity. This is insanity. But we've got some video footage for you. We've got video footage right here. Thanks to our very own Geeks and Gamers Twitter account right here. So let's check it. This was all created by a Twitch streamer.
We're hearing estimates of thousands and thousands of people who showed up, and clearly the NYPD is vastly outnumbered in this situation.
Stefan, I don't want to interrupt you for one quick second right now because you're looking at live pictures of a car that was literally covered with people, and we do believe that that was the vehicle that had Kai Cenat in it, which you can see now looked as though could have been leaving the area. And that is why you're seeing that crowd there chase after. That's the vehicle right there that they believe Kai Cenat is in right now. As Stefan was saying, he was there. He was in the crowd for a little bit of time, but clearly this was an out of control crowd, and so no freebies given away, no giveaway whatsoever getting in the car. But clearly you're looking at a very dangerous situation with this car now driving pretty fast with those people clinging on to the side and top of it. It's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling why they're not stopping to let these people off the car.
It's mind-boggling why they're on the car in the first place.
And then they're someone fell off. Okay.
That is just wild. That is wild, man. I mean, this is crazy. Holy shit. Here we go, right here.
All right. Just really quick. Chief Madry, Chief of Department. Standing here with me is Chief Kip.
Well, I guess we can take racism off of the table for the police department, right? I guess the cops aren't racist this time, right?
Chief of Transit. Earlier today at about 1:30 p.m., NYPD became aware of a crowd forming in Union Square. It was quickly determined that an influencer was posting on social media about showing up to Union Square and was encouraging all of his followers to come to the park. There was some posts also about giving away some gaming systems. At approximately 3 p.m., the post went viral and thousands of people began to arrive at Union Square. Soon the park and the surrounding streets were overrun with people. They were obstructing both vehicular and pedestrian traffic. The NYPD responded.
Let me just say this. So we talked about this a little bit on Friday Night Tights earlier, and I talked about it. And I'm not saying that I have an answer for this. I'm just giving you my experience of it. When I was 20 years old, what was I doing? Well, I mean, I still feel like I was in a fairly responsible place. I've never smoked. I've never drank. I've never done drugs. I've never partied. That's just never been me. When I was 20, I was the co-manager of a grocery store that was part of a company that probably had 400 to 500 stores across the entire Southeast. So it was a really big company, and that's what I was doing. But that's neither here nor there. If I was a multi-millionaire at 20 years old, I probably would have handled everything terribly wrong. These guys are 20, 21 years old, 19 years old, and they've never worked for any fucking thing in their life. And they suddenly became overnight successes on social media. And they have no real world experience. They have no real life experience. You know what I mean? And so they don't know anything about being responsible or going through struggles or, I mean, look at like me, like I went, one of the worst things for me, like in retail, one of the hardest things for me was biting my tongue when some dumb bitch was screaming at me for something I had no control over. You know, today's standard of Karen. And that's always been a thing. You know, some idiot just screaming at you and you have to sit there and keep your composure. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry, ma'am. I apologize, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I totally understand getting called names, getting yelled at, all of that. You have to just take it. You have no choice. You either lose your job or you take the abuse, the verbal abuse from the customer. That's just how it is. And anybody that's worked retail understands that when you have hundreds and hundreds of people running around screaming at you for shit you have no control over, it at least teaches you a little bit of self-control. With that said, this is a direct result of a couple of different things. Number one, terrible parents, which is always the source of almost all of the issues going on, is bad parenting. It really comes back to bad parenting. And what do you need for good parenting? You need a man and a woman. You know, I know it's crazy to say these things nowadays, but you need the husband and the wife. You need the mother and the father. That's how it, that's the foundation of it right there. You need the husband, you need the wife, and you need them to be involved in their kids' lives. How many people were 17 years old that they said were out here? Where are the parents? Where are the parents? It is a huge problem. It's a massive problem. And as a matter of fact, I'll play this because I really, you know what? I really just don't care who I piss off at this point. It doesn't really matter to me. This is a funny thing that I'm going to show you really quick. Okay. So right here, Chrissy Mayer tweeted this out. Okay. Chrissy Mayer tweeted this out. And I think it applies to what we're watching right here. Okay. Here we go.
You white without telling me you white. You white without telling me you white.
Now, it's funny, okay? It's funny. It is what it is. It's funny. But going back to this, this is bad parenting at its core. That's what this is. This is bad fucking parenting at its core. And let's listen in to see what's going on.
I call it a mobilization in response to the large crowd. As the crowd grew, so did our mobilization. The crowd was swarmed when the influencer finally arrived at the park. Individuals in the park began to commit acts of violence towards the police and the public. There was a construction site within the Union Square Park, and people broke into the park and they began to throw articles that belonged to the construction site: paint cans, bottles, rocks. We had people walking around with shovels, axes, and other tools from the construction trade. And additionally, individuals were also lighting fireworks, and they were throwing them towards the police. They were throwing them towards each other. The influencer, we were able to eventually get him out of the park and remove him for safety reasons. Our officers exercised great restraint despite the aggression that they were met with and the acts of violence they were met with. Ultimately, myself and our leadership team, working in tandem with our department attorneys, did declare this gathering an unlawful assembly. The NYPD offered multiple, and I do mean multiple, opportunities for the crowd to leave. We tried to give them a means of egress for them to exit the park and exit the streets. After numerous warnings and after being assailed, hit with rocks and bottles and other debris, we started to make arrests to clear out the park. The total number of arrests is still being tallied at this point, and we're still doing evaluations for some of our members. We did have members that sustained some injuries out here. At this time, we successfully dispersed the park, but we still have crowds mulling around Manhattan, and we have officers following them, preventing them from destroying property, looting, and other things like that. And we'll continue to be out here, and we'll continue to disperse this crowd until they're all gone. We're using our drone technology to help us monitor the situation. Of course, our aviation unit is up there as well. Our officers still being met with some resistance after numerous warnings, and we're still making some additional arrests. This mobilization is ongoing, and as I said before, we will be here until this crowd disperses.
So before I restarted it, so I was making the point about me. I mean, I started Geeks and Gamers in 2011. It didn't become profitable until 2018, and I went through a lot of ups and downs along the way to get to where I was. But ultimately, I feel like I'm in a better place to be successful as a businessman and as a internet personality, all of that. So for instance, I'm always thinking about safety when we do our meetups. We've done many meetups at Geeks and Gamers, Friday Night Tights, all of that. We've done many meetups, and we've seen the numbers significantly go up every time, and we always kind of put a cap on it, and I'm always worried about that. So the most recent one in Orlando, Florida, all right? The most recent one in Orlando last year, we did that when we had one in Vegas recently too, but from a Geeks and Gamers standpoint, we did the one in Orlando. My number one question was security. And how much security do you have there? And then what else can I do to add security? So there was a certain level of security that the venue already had, but I decided I want more security. So I had undercover security that no one knew was there. And I also hired a police officer to come be there to be present. So a police car was out front and an in-uniform officer was there. And that is all just meant to set a tone. It's meant to set a standard to go, we are not going to put up with bullshit. That's what it's about. You know what I mean? And it's all it was to make sure that everything is safe. We don't want anything problem, because it's not like we're patting people down. It's not like we're searching people. It's not like we're doing that. It's just it's a venue. You had to RSVP, and it's all about just making sure that everybody is safe. That's all I cared about, was the people that are going to come to our venue need to understand that we are going to make sure you're safe. You're bringing, your family, you're bringing your friends, whoever. And so that's the responsibility of the person that is creating whatever the environment is. So I don't know the specifics of all of this, but ultimately this Kai guy, like he clearly fucked up. Now, was he malicious? Did he mean for this to happen? I can't answer those questions, but we're going to hear more about what they're saying.
At this point, I'll take any questions.
We're going to start off with Josh Einiger, ABC7. Thank you, Chief.
Josh.
We've heard reports of injured officers. A woman told me she saw a cop getting jumped and beaten. We have video of you being attacked. Your shirt shows. Can you talk about injuries to members of the service and to your own experience with the female?
Absolutely, Josh. And I believe the woman's account is possibly right, even though I don't know exactly what she's speaking about. Our officers were attacked. We were in there. We were crushed. We were pushed. I had officers on the floor. As you see, I'm a little embarrassed because I'm very dirty right here, but I was in the middle of the crowd. I was hit with multiple objects as well. I think I have a couple of injuries, but I'll figure that out once I have time to think about it.
But in terms of any officers treated for injuries that you know of?
Yeah, we had one or two officers removed, and we had officers out here. I had officers who got hit and were hurt, but they stayed and helped us control this.
I'm going to go Associated Press.
Yeah,
hi, sir.
I'm wondering if there is any kind of action that might be taken or could be taken against the influencer.
Absolutely. We're in contact with the influencer. I have our legal team here. I'm going to have a discussion with our Commissioner Caban in a little bit, and then we'll make a decision there.
Well, I'm wondering, though, if there's anything specific that you could be targeting with?
Well, we'll discuss with our legal department about inciting a riot and other charges.
We're going to go over to Matt. Chief, were any of the youths injured? How many of them? What was the extent of the injuries? And was he actually giving away PlayStations, or was that just a claim?
That I'm not sure in terms of the PlayStation. I personally observed young people walking out with their heads bleeding from their heads, bleeding from on their faces. I've seen I personally observed young people having panic attacks, anxiety attacks, asthma attacks. There was multiple, people were suffering out here. It was
if you're tuning in just now, I just want you to know, like, we're not listening to MSNBC describe January 6th. We're actually listening to something that really happened today from a Twitch streamer that created a horrifically terrible environment. And significantly, you could take one image and it's already worse than J6. But the left will tell you that J6 is the worst day in the history of our country. Okay, just so you know, mostly peaceful, I'm sure.
a lot of people. It was uncontrolled. It took us a while to get it under control, and a lot of young people got hurt.
Was that in confrontations with the police, or was that in the riot?
No, most of it was within the park. The young people in the park throwing objects at each other. They were dancing. They were doing a whole lot of things, but they were hurting each other as they were doing this.
Why were they stealing stuff from the construction site?
That I don't have an answer for.
Matt, we're going to move on. Mark Morales, CNN.
Want to be a thug, but got a panic attack. That reminds me of that clip with Neon and Andrew Tate, where Neon's talking all that shit, and Andrew Tate's like, go ahead and get your inhaler, G. Yeah, the ladies love that.
What's the estimate as to how many people are here, and where is this YouTuber streaming at? What precinct is it?
We do have him. I don't know exactly which precinct he's in. We have him. In terms of people, it was thousands of people out here. It wasn't hundreds of people. It was thousands, and mostly young people out here.
All right, Dean Moses, AM New York. This is the first time something like this has happened after a giveaway. You guys can get into some event this in the future.
We're going to definitely work on this. This is something we will have an after-action review of in terms of how we responded, how we're monitoring social media, and how we can prevent this in the future. We have encountered things like this before, but it never to this level of dangerousness where young people would not listen to our commands.
Look who's in the chat. Look who's in the chat. The man is here. Young Ripper in the house. What's up, Young Ripper? I bet, Ripper, you need to cover this on your channel ASAP. I bet you would have some hella good takes on this, man. I bet you would have some hella good takes on this one. Shout out to Ripper. Been crushing it with the Rippaverse. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
They were fighting each other. They were hurting each other, and they were turning our attacks on us. We had to defend ourselves, and we had to make arrests.
Alfredo Costa, Telemundo. Approximately, how many people were arrested?
Quite a few. I don't have an exact answer. We loaded up a city bus. The bus, we had young people attacking the bus, trying to pull people off the bus. We had to send resources there to protect the bus. It was a very dangerous situation.
Anthony DiLorenzo, Pix 11. Chief, the question is, how does something like this happen? Is there no monitoring at all or anything?
Hey, brother, no problem. Jeremy, thank you for mentioning my mom on FNT. It's hard to believe that she's gone for a week now, too. I have to put my dad in a professional facility for his Huntington's disease. God bless the 199. Hey, man, I'm glad we were able to mention it. I'm sorry you're going through so much, but obviously, you know, we're here for you, brother. And we're going to do all we can here in the fellowship and the 199 to continue to keep your mind off of that, bro. But we got your back, man. So it's nothing at all for us to mention you, bro, but I know you're going through a lot, so we appreciate it, man.
On your radar that this massive influence was coming. I know that you're supposed to have a permit. I heard he doesn't have a permit, but was this at all on your radar, and how did you let it get bigger than the permit?
Well, this speaks to the power of social media and the danger of social media. We do monitor social media. When I go back later on this evening, I will have an after action to determine exactly what our steps were. We can't allow this to happen again in the future.
All right, we're going to take one more question, Joe Marino.
When I heard this initially, I kind of felt like, okay, Kai has been arrested. It more than likely, he's probably just being arrested part of protocol. But the more I'm hearing about this, and again, we don't know all the facts, but the more I'm hearing about this, it sounds like this dude could be in a lot of trouble, and like massive trouble, because this is serious stuff. And not only will he be in trouble with the law, but like there's a lot of legal stuff that he's probably going to be. This is bad. This is really, really bad.
New York Post, Chief, just to be clear, this wasn't pre-planned with the city. There was no coordination between this event producer and anyone in the department or the city. This was a totally spontaneous event that just sort of jumped off and grew and accelerated very quickly.
Yes, this was not pre-planned with the police department. This was something that was spontaneous. And as I just said in answering the last question, the power of social media, the danger of social media. Listen, we're not against young people having a good time. We're not against young people gathering. But it can't be to this level where it's dangerous. A lot of people got hurt today.
All right, thank you, everyone, for your time and attention. Thank you, folks. Thank you. I got his name. Thank you, everyone.
That's wild stuff, man. So we're just gonna have to continue to follow this and see what the latest is. But what a fucking wild story. I mean, and what's crazy, I don't see this being discussed as much as it should be. What I think is gonna happen, I think that they're gonna twist this into anti-Trump stuff. Maybe I'm wrong. I feel like they're gonna twist this into anti-Trump stuff, but that's what it feels like to me. I feel like that's exactly what they're gonna do. They're gonna twist this into anti-Trump stuff. Am I crazy for thinking that? Like, am I crazy for thinking that? Because that's what it feels like. It feels like the timing of this is very fucking strange. Okay. It's very strange. You know, Hunter gets busted. Hunter and Joe Biden get completely busted for everything. You've got these interviews with Tucker Carlson. And now, like, the next day, Trump gets arrested. Now we have this. I'm not saying that this was created for that reason. I'm saying that the media spin on it, to be clear. The media's spin, and because it's about how the media handles things. Because if we had an honest media, that were telling you everything that was going on, that would be a different ball game. I'm talking about the media and how they manipulate every single thing that they can to create their narrative. So I'm looking to see, like, I want to look at some of the, like, the esports reporters and see what they're saying. And shockingly, I'm not seeing a ton of coverage from that. Like, okay, here's one right here from Jake Lucky. Jake Lucky showing these videos right here. Jake Lucky says, I'm guessing Kai is going to have to pay a massive fine. What the hell is wrong with these people, man?
Yo, football!
Bro, I ain't watching that. My God, man. What is wrong with these people? Holy crap. Holy crap. I want to make sure nothing else is shown. Yeah, they're just reaching. They're just shoving that football up her ass. Guys, yes. Okay, this is from Jake Lucky. Let me see. Jake Lucky's like this big esports reporter, so that's why I'm going over to him. Guys, yes, it's super cool that Kai can draw massive crowds like this, but it's a bad look when a creator makes mainstream news for something like this. This could have been done a lot more thoughtfully and safely. Yeah, there's nothing super cool about this at all. There's nothing super cool about this. Let me I'm searching out some more stuff. All right, here we go right here. So we've got the latest update right here. Kai Cenat has been charged by the NYPD on multiple counts of inciting a riot. Here's the Geeks and Gamers one. So this is more video of it.
Now we see police pushing back. There comes more objects, water coolers and things being thrown at the police now. And looks like somebody else being taken into custody over there. People pushing and shoving.
So if you guys missed it earlier, because we've got more people watching now, this is the video we tweeted out from Geeks and Gamers. From what this video here is saying, from what this video is saying in this vehicle right here, from what they're saying, I think Kai, the Twitch streamer, is in this vehicle. This vehicle starts speeding down the street with human beings on it.
We're hearing estimates of thousands and thousands of people who showed up, and clearly the NYPD is vastly outnumbered in the situation.
Stefan, I don't want to interrupt you for one quick second right now because you're looking at live pictures of a car that was literally covered with people, and we do believe that that was the vehicle that had Kai Cenat in it, which you can see now looked as though could have been leaving the area. And that is why you're seeing that crowd there chase after. That's the vehicle right there that they believe Kai Cenat is in right now. As Stefan was saying, he was there. He was in the crowd for a little bit of time, but clearly this was an out of control crowd and so no freebies given away, no giveaway whatsoever getting in the car. But clearly you're looking at a very dangerous situation with this car now driving pretty fast with those people clinging on to the side and top of it. It's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling why they're not stopping to let these people off the car. And then someone fell off. Okay.
It's mind-boggling why people are on the fucking car to begin with. But I think this is a perfect opportunity, and I hope hang on just a minute. I hope that I don't get hit for this. I won't play the whole thing, but hang on. I think there's only one thing to play right now with all of this. There's only one thing to play.
On the owner of a liquor store, you think it's cool, act a fool if you like. Cuss out a cop, spit in his face, stomp on the flag and light it up. Yeah, you think you're tough. Well, try that in a small town. See how far you make it down.
That's a damn good. I don't know if that's going to hit me on copyright, so I'm not going to play much, but it's perfect. It's a perfect song. It's a perfect song to tie into what we just saw in New York City. And by the way, can anyone remind me, the chat, the wonderful, intelligent chat here of the Snake Pit, can anyone remind me of what color the city votes? Can someone remind me, New York City, and what color they vote? I'm sure it starts with a B. It starts with a B. I'm pretty sure it starts with a B. Of course it is. It's a blue area. Of course it is. I saw someone say Biden blue. Biden blue. Yep. But I'm sure, what's the guy's name? What's the DA's name that arrested Trump? Bragg. Alvin Bragg. I'm sure Alvin Bragg won't have any problem with this whatsoever. I'm sure Alvin Bragg won't have any problems. I'm sure it'll be just fine for Alvin Bragg and his upstanding city that he has there. Yeah, Alvin Bragg. Yep. What a disaster, man. Wow. With that said, I mean, I think Kai gets beard of shame, right? I mean, I think Kai is got to be our beard of shame tonight, Jay Hailstorm. I think that's pretty much a done deal. So you can get to work on that one, Hailstorm. You're gonna have a lot of footage right there to go through. But yeah, Kai will definitely get beard of shame tonight. The rioters get beard of shame. Yeah, it's a lot of rioters. I think we got a beard We got a beard Kai tonight. So if you're new to the program, we have a little process where the person who basically we give the beard of shame, the Jack Murphy beard of shame to someone, and whoever it is that made a fool of himself or whatever. And I think today's nominee will be one Kai Cenat or Cenat or however you say this name. I don't know how you say this guy's name. I really don't. I will say though, and I do think this is interesting. That we had an announcement earlier today that Top G has been released from his house arrest. Pretty interesting stuff. Top G is out, and at least from house arrest, he has to stay in Romania. This is what he had to say.
In January, when I was thrown in the jail cell, the media reported and told the world that I was a terrible person. They said that I hurt people and I make a lot of money from criminal enterprise. And here we stand 7 or 8 months later, and I've not seen a single victim on the news. I don't know if you have. I've seen lots of girls sticking up for me, lots of people defending me. I've not seen a single person stand up and say that I have hurt them. Not one. It's very exhausting to continue to perpetuate lies. It's very hard to keep lies afloat when you have no actual evidence. We've been completely innocent since the beginning of this, and I have to give absolute faith to the Romanian judicial system for finally making the right decision and letting us free. I'm sure in the end we'll be absolutely exonerated, and everybody who was pushing these lies and reporting things on repeat without any substantial evidence are going to have to analyze within themselves why they decide to try and destroy people's lives purely for views. I've done nothing wrong. God knows I've done nothing wrong. In my heart, I know I've done nothing wrong. I think the people at home who with a functioning brain understand we've done nothing wrong, because nobody has yet to identify a single victim which is saying that we've done anything to them since the beginning of this entire process. Once again, absolute respect to the judge, respect to Romania, respect to the Romanian judicial system. I look forward to being completely exonerated in due time. Thank you.
There you go. So Andrew Tate, Top G, has been let go of his house arrest. Doesn't mean anything in terms of he still has to go to trial, still has to go through all of that. But that was big news today. I did like his response, because his response was essentially that he was going to go and he was going to go pray, and then he was said, "I'm going back home. I'm going back home," and we'll see what happens with it. But you guys know I've been following the Andrew Tate stuff, and I find it to be pretty damn interesting, to say the least. Okay, we got to read some super chats. There's been a lot going on this stream. We still got more stories to talk about. We got Donald J. Trump to talk about, the 45th president of the United States of America, and the greatest president of my lifetime. If you're just tuning into the show, my name is Jeremy. I go by D-Day Cobra, and this is CobraCast 199, and we kind of talk about pretty much it's your show. I try to do my best to entertain all of you to the best of my ability. We have the single best chat on the internet. This is one of the most giving and most passionate chats you're going to find. This chat moves a million miles an hour. And I wouldn't have it any other way. This show literally started because of a meme, and it continued because of all of you. And I really do appreciate all of you. So let me see what we got going on here in this chat. There we go. AR Master dropping 10 more gifties. Zinny Biscuit, what's up, Zinny Biscuit? I loved Meg 2. Can't wait for Meg 3. I want to see Meg 2. I loved the first Meg movie. I thought it was dumb and fun and entertaining, and I want to see this next one. So I'm looking forward to it. Let me see. Lost Tales says Hayden came back. Jeremy can stop bothering me. What are you talking about, Lost Tales? I haven't talked to you all day. As his wonky eyebrow says, make the chat green again. Hail 199. You guys have done a great job of that. I mean, we're closing in on 300 new members just on this stream. I didn't even get a chance to grift tonight before you guys started dropping bombs on me. I didn't even get a chance to grift. It's like I literally hit go live, boom, super chats, gifted memberships all over the place. Overwhelming. NYC is going to NYC. Prayer for the puppy. Thank you, Jameson. I appreciate that. Alice in Blunderland, who dropped 5 gifties earlier. I saw you, Alice. Hail, Jeremy and Cobra Crew. I'll be lurking tonight, but I still be listening. I have a donation just because. Well, thank you, Alice. Appreciate you. Cole Hauser. Yo, Jeremy. I wish I had a Trump here in Canada. Our conservatives are blue Democrats. I used to work for them, and it's so sad they were all in Hillary's camp. I am sharing your channel to all my conservative friends. Thanks, bro. 199. I appreciate you, Cole Hauser. You're a big G.I. Joe fan, just like me. By the way, I got so happy earlier during Friday Night Tights when I briefly talked about G.I. Joe, and I saw the whole chat talking about G.I. Joe. And I'm like, that's what's up right there. I love it. Because Az asked me if I preferred Duke or Falcon and G.I. Joe. I was like, Duke, easily. But I'm like, even when it comes down to like Falcon, I like Flint more than Falcon. I'm not a big Falcon fan. Flint, I think Flint is awesome. So Duke over Falcon, but easily, but Flint over Falcon as well. But yeah, it's good stuff, man. Good stuff indeed. Where are we at? Vic's World. Oh, and Vic Whiplash dropped 20 gifted memberships earlier too. I forgot to give you that shout out, Vic Whiplash. Vic Whiplash, hold the line, 199, dropped 20 bombs earlier. Vic's World for 20 says, just finished up a summer internship here in Washington, D.C. Thank you for this CobraCast streams these last couple of months, Jeremy. Always keeping me entertained. Much love. Right back at you, brother. I appreciate that. I'm glad I can keep you guys entertained. That's all that really matters to me. River Mile says, shame, Jay, shame. This was earlier talking about drunk 3PO. Did you hear Obama fantasize about me? Confirmed. Glenn Beck has a video on it today. I guess me know about Big Mike. I did see some video about that. If it's worth a video, if guys, if it's worth me reacting to, pull up this Glenn Beck Obama video that they're talking about. Let me see if it's worth me reacting to. AR Master exclusive CobraCast live footage of Xi Jinping going down public in 4K. RIP Boo. Or RIP Pooh. Yes. Winnie the Pooh falling down. It's got to be one of the best things ever. If you missed it earlier, I'll show you one more time. All right. So here we go. All right. Here we go. Watch this. So we have a theme park channel called Park Hoppin'. All right. We cover theme parks over there. Jay and Krista were at Disney earlier. Here we go right here.
I'm all bent over. Maybe this is bad.
Just go. No, put it up. Let's see who. Oh, look who it is.
Oh, look who it is.
Hey, Tigger. What's up, Pooh? Oh my God, he flew. No.
Oh no. Oh no. Hi, friends. Can I step off the side, please?
It's not funny. First of all, no one was hurt. Like, why would you fall in front of me of all people? Sweet Jesus, help me, because I'm trying not to laugh. There's kids crying around us.
Yeah, he was fine. He went fast. Luckily, but oh my God.
It's so funny. Jay's reaction is so great. Oh my God. So that happened earlier. Thank you, AR Master. I appreciate it. Trump helped Meatball Ron in 2018, just like Pepe helped Trump in 2016. Trump 2024. Hell yes. David Phillips says, Jeremy, I've heard from a very reliable source that Pooh slipped on JNA's facts. We got Warren. Warren, how you gonna call me out like this, Warren? I highlighted it earlier. Warren, my boy, doing me wrong. All right, doing me wrong. And I see you, Rumble chat. I see you over there. I appreciate you guys. Warren Smith doing me wrong on that one. Nick Skyberg, maybe this is a stretch, but I wonder if this was insisted to turn the normies against content creators. Would be convenient to turn everyone against creators like Jeremy and others. Or maybe I'm just crazy. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that this was... My feeling on this is not that this... I think this was a genuine thing that was done from Kai's perspective. I think the media is going to handle this in a completely misrepresenting way. Because that's what the media does, and they will continue to do just that. This is their excuse for shutting down social media, says Stacy S. This whole thing is wild. Disco Cobra, hail D-Day Cobra. Disco Cobra approved. Just got out of my psych unit dealing with some mental stuff. Haven't missed much. It looks like Andrew Tate is getting off house arrest. Is cool. That Kai dude really screwed himself. This is social media done wrong. Absolutely done wrong. It's massive. It's a massive issue. And I think he's going to pay dearly for this one. I think he's going to pay dearly. I saw, did Project Egg Roll come in here? Project Egg Roll! With 10 gifted memberships. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been alive for an hour and we are almost at 300 freaking members. Are you kidding me? What is happening right now? What is happening? Kevin says Trump's lawyer feet or riot. LOL. Much love from the pit and Jeremy. Shout out from Guam. Hey, shout out. Thank you. I don't think you're going to get Trump's lawyer's feet. I don't know. I don't know if we even have them available. So I can't even say if they're even a thing or not. Teresa Young says MAGA 199. Thank you. Let's see. Jeremy, a story just broke about Obama wrote to a college ex-girlfriend about his man-on-man fantasies. Fortunately, he met Big Mike. Okay, I gotta see if this is it. Yes, there is a lot of supers tonight, Eric. And I'm okay with that. I haven't even grifted yet. That's what's crazy about it. I haven't even grifted yet. But guys, look up this Glenn Beck video and tell me if it's something I'm worth reacting to, because I'll look into it right now and see. I've heard the story out there, and Glenn Beck. Let's see here. All right, here. I got it. Okay, let's watch Glenn Beck's video. This is on Glenn Beck's channel. We're gonna react to this. Okay, we're gonna react to this. Here we go.
Involved in the circus, and it really is a circus. I mean, it is just, hey, look the other way, and over here in ring number 3. So you take your eye off the ball, and this whole, did President Obama drown his chef? Come on, stop it right now. But there is something else that is, I don't know. I can't decide if this is circus or not circus. Former President Barack Obama once wrote that he fantasized about having sexual relations with other men. Say,
this is so not surprising in any way, shape, or form.
Biographer David Garrow. The former president expressed his fantasies in a letter to a girlfriend at the time. Garrow told Tablet magazine in the interview that the letter had been redacted and is currently in the possession of Emory University. The ex-girlfriend provided a copy of the letter, but had redacted one paragraph, Garrow told the Tablet, who said she revealed the paragraph was about homosexuality. I'm quoting, sometimes right about when The Rising Star came out, Alex indirectly sold the original, sold these letters, and they ended up at Emory, Garrow told the Tablet while discussing it in his 2017 book of Obama. Rising Star, which touched on Obama's reportedly dreaming about homosexuality. So Emory put out a press release saying we've...
Oh, the Big Mike stuff just gets funnier and funnier and funnier the more we find out. Again, you have to understand that no matter how crazy something, or crazy is the wrong word here, no matter how bleak things seem, the truth will always ultimately show itself. Sometimes it takes a little time. Like I said, go back to 2020 after the election. They banned Trump from all social media. There were all these narratives out there. It seemed like there was no chance. And while it still seems that it's a tough, to get back, where we need to be, the landscape has completely changed, and it's changed from a lot of different perspectives. This is so funny right here.
We've gotten these rare letters by Barack Obama with no mention of this paragraph, that it was too sensitive. None of the papers mentioned it. Emory didn't mention it. So he says, he wrote to a colleague, said, go to the Emory archives. He spent his whole life at Emory, but they won't let him take pictures, Garrow said later in the interview. So Harvey has to sit there with a pencil and copy out the graph where Barack writes to Alex about his repeated fantasies about making love to men. Now,
bro.
This is kind of important because when he got into office, he was against gay marriage and everything else, and tried to say that, he was, family values kind of guy. He later revealed that he wasn't a family values kind of guy, but this has been out for a while now.
Yeah, this is,
and why is it none of us know about this?
Yeah, it's a really weird story, honestly. But it does not appear to be some massive conspiracy theory or anything like that. And I also don't think the part about him fantasizing about having sex with men is nearly the most important part that's coming out of this. It's a very long article. It's in Tablet magazine. It's very much worth your time, though. And it comes from this guy David Garrow. Now, Garrow is a well-known author. He wrote The FBI and Martin Luther King Jr., which is a very highly respected book. He won the Pulitzer Prize for a biography with Burying the Cross. He was one of the 3 historian consultants who animated the monumental PBS documentary Eyes on the Prize, as well as the author of A Landmark History of Abortion Rights, Liberty, and Sexuality. So he's not like some hardcore conservative activist trying to prove some conspiracy theory. That's not his profile at all. And this book came out.
I think we've had him on the show before, haven't we? We should have him on again about this, because I didn't even know this book was even out.
Right. I had never heard this. But I think that, so I saw Donnie Danko said Benny's got a video. I want to watch Benny's video on this, because obviously my boy Benny Johnson, I got to see Benny's reaction to this. So obviously, Benny Johnson. I'm friends with Benny Johnson. Love Benny Johnson. God damn it, Benny. I already see the thumbnail and the beginning. Fucking hell, Benny. Holy shit.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay. And you're a gay rights activist and an outspoken lesbian, homosexual. How can I describe you?
I'm not sexually active right now. I've chosen not to engage.
Doesn't that make you gay?
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. We have an obligation on this program to present to you the facts, to present to you information that is readily available so that you can see it with your own 2 eyeballs.
And mods, make sure you drop in links to Benny Johnson's channel. You guys go subscribe to Benny if you are not familiar with him. He is fantastic.
And determine for yourself what you believe. And so we shall do that with a bit of a touchy subject here. Is Barack Obama gay? We have a responsibility to show you information, if there's new information that bursts forth into the public consciousness about that question. And in fact, just this week, a massive article dropped from Obama's biographer, which indicates, yes, his girlfriends regularly heard about his fantasies with other men, having sex with other men. Those are the facts. If you like them or not, that's what's being reported today. Ladies and gentlemen, the Daily Caller ran with...
I love this headline. I love this headline. Obama fantasized about men. Big Mike. The legend of Big Mike continues.
This headline, Obama once wrote to his ex-girlfriend that he repeatedly fantasizes about having sex with men. Let's jump into this article. Let's show you the actual evidence. Let's read to you the letters, and you can decide. Obama once wrote to ex-girlfriend that he repeatedly fantasizes about making love to men. His biographer says. Who is this biographer? David Garrow is the man. And he is being interviewed in Tablet magazine, which is a very respected magazine, in a long-form interview that is 20,000 words. David Garrow went and hunted down the love letters.
David, I just want to make this clear. David Garrow did not kill himself.
From Barack Obama's ex-girlfriends, and found a trend. And that trend was that he would regularly write about his fantasies having sex with other men. That's according to Barack Obama's biographer.
All right, I have a quote. I have a quote directly now. We've got some information right here. This is directly from the Obama campaign.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women, sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
I mean, come on, that was perfect timing. That was perfect timing. That was some good timing right there. That was good timing.
There was a paragraph in one specific letter that is currently available to be seen, but the paragraph is blotted out, redacted, about homosexuality. So that's where this commentary is coming from. You can see it here. Barack writes to Alex, his former girlfriend, about how he repeatedly fantasizes about making love to men. This is according, again, to David Garrow. David Garrow is a deeply respected historian who wrote the people's history of Barack Obama, spoke with Barack Obama, spoke with all of the people in his life, his ex-girlfriends, the family members, people that have been utterly evaporated, eliminated by the media, because you never hear about Barack Obama's mom. You never hear about any of his ex-girlfriend. No journalist, there are thousands of journalists, no journalist ever hunted down and asked the girlfriends of Barack Obama, what was this guy like? Like in his formative years, how is this man, what did this man believe? What does he stand for? How was he created? Man. David Garrow went and did exactly that, ladies and gentlemen. So let's begin here. Who is this man that we are referencing in this story? David Garrow is a man who wrote Rising Star, which is a biography of Barack Obama.
If you question it, just say it. I'll go back to Benny. We're going to go back to Benny. I just got a picture I want to show you guys. Just a picture. It's just a picture. I want to show you guys. I just want to show you guys this picture. As we're reading this article, I just wanted to show you guys this picture. Okay, we'll go back to Benny now. It was just an image I wanted to show. No big deal.
Obama. Potentially the most thorough biography of Barack Obama that exists in the world. David Garrow is hardly a hack whose work can or should be dismissed on partisan grounds. He's among the country's most credible and celebrated civil rights historians, the author of The FBI and Martin Luther King Jr. Bearing the Cross, who won a Pulitzer Prize for his biographies, and a 3-historian consultant who animated the monumental PBS documentary Eyes on the Prize, as well as the author of the landmark history on abortion rights, liberty, and sexuality. So you can assume, based on David Garrow's previous work, that he's actually a leftist, that he is a liberal, and that he prizes the civil rights movement, the abortion movement, and obviously PBS documentaries, right? So what does that tell you? You're not dealing with some crackpot hack here. This is I could not believe when I read this piece, everything that I learned about Barack Obama. Everything from how he is anti-Semitic and has a deep hatred for the state of Israel. The love letters to his previous girlfriends were, it definitely gets a headline. But I think the far more exposed in this piece is that Barack Obama like really hates America. Like he doesn't like America, and he views America as a
Well, we all knew that.
Evil empire that needs to be corrected. And he goes about in his entire presidency essentially eroding this country and then weaponizing race and weaponizing identity politics to the destruction of this nation. Barack Obama is the most damaging president in American history.
That is true.
According to this piece. And it is all because the media has lied to you and has created a mythos of.
And hey, look, I've talked about this before. So, I am not a Republican. I am obviously not a fucking Democrat. But I'm very much right down the middle. I don't even call myself an independent. I just look at the situation for what it is. And I was very much not a fan of George W. Bush. I hated George W. Bush. I couldn't stand him. So that in turn made me not like the Republican Party. When Obama had his kind of ascend, I was definitely like, I'd rather have Obama than George Bush, no doubt about that. It wasn't until you started getting into Obama's second term, especially like 2 years into his second term, it was clear that Obama was a disaster, but I got fooled by it. It was clear that Obama was a race baiting disaster. And he is truly one of the worst, if not the worst presidents we have ever had. And he put this country back a long fucking way. I think George W. Bush is a terrible president too, but I think that the things that George W. Bush did, and I hate George W. Bush, to be clear, I fucking despise George W. Bush with every bone in my body. But the things that Bush did, while horrible, he's a fucking warmonger. Funny how he doesn't get locked up or gets investigated or gets, in any legal trouble for all the death and the lives that he cost around the world and all the lies that he spread. But Barack Obama did horrifically detrimental things to this country that are going to set us back a long time. Barack Obama will go down. History will prove Barack Obama as, at least in our lifetimes, the worst president by a mile. And it's not even close. It's really not even close. Like, if you want to look at like accomplishment for accomplishment, like, I think George W. Bush was a disaster, but that's surface level stuff. But if you look at the disease that Barack Obama put into this country, it's really not a debate as to who's the worst president of our lifetime. It's really not. It's bad. It's bad. We'll continue on for a few more minutes with Benny.
Barack Obama, and Barack Obama assisted them in doing so. In fact, the entire piece culminates with this absolutely spectacular distillation of what Barack Obama truly is. In conclusion, I've come in time to think that the best way to understand Barack Obama is that he is a literary creation of Barack Obama, the writer, who authored the novel of his own life and then proceeded to live out this fiction character that he created for himself on the page, which is remarkable. So how do you write a biography of a fictional character authored by somebody who's deliberately created and obscured and erased their actual life and replaced it with that self and a fiction? Man, remarkable. People are just saying this is the most impressive interview and the most fascinating article, every single word of it. If you want to know how we ended up with a toxic identity politics currently destroying America, you need to read this piece.
That's
this
it.
This is horrifying, says Ben.
That is the identity politics. If you go back to especially all of the stuff with hands up, don't shoot, and all of that nonsense, and all the anti-police narratives that were built. And if you really want to go back from like what we saw today with this Kai Twitch streamer and what happened today, that's the behavior that Barack Obama and this country were celebrating. They were celebrating that type of behavior. They were celebrating it and they were embracing it. And then you go to the Summer of Love, And a lot of that was because of all of that cultural stuff where they were embracing it, letting you know it's your right. Take back what they owe you. It's okay to steal Nikes. It's okay to steal TVs and PlayStations. You know, so that behavior, it goes back to stuff like that mentality. And that's Barack Obama and the Obama administration that were helping push a lot of that bullshit. That's just the truth.
Ben Domenech. Tom Elliott breaks down some of his favorite parts about the piece. Obama is Biden's puppeteer. We'll get into that in just 1 second because you need to hear that read directly. 2, Obama wrote a letter to his girlfriend about how he repeatedly fantasizes about making love to men. 3, Obama lied about why he ended his relationships with his girlfriend. We've gone through the article. Obama said that he ended his relationship with his white girlfriend in Chicago because they had a disagreement about a black playwright. That's false. According to that girlfriend, it was because Barack Obama took the side of Louis Farrakhan and some crazy crackpots from the black community in Chicago saying that Jewish doctors were trying to commit a Holocaust against black people in Chicago. That's the front end of the article. I mean, again, I'll show you the article. I encourage you to read it for yourself. Read it for yourself.
Well, I want to show you something. So I just tweeted this out. I just tweeted out this picture. Okay. And, you know, you can go and I just tweeted out. I just said, hey, you know, strong. I'm not saying, I'm just saying strong. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying strong, you know, strong. That's all I'm saying. I mean, it doesn't, no, there's no meaning to that. But there is an interesting quote tweet. There's an interesting quote tweet. Okay. Now, I'm just showing you what this video, I don't know. This could be photoshopped. This could be a deep fake. It could be. I'm just showing you the video and you, the audience, can make up whatever conclusion you want. I'm just here to provide the video. You can see the video yourself. I have no confirmation if it's real or not. It's just a video. It's just a video. There's Barack. There's Mike. Oh, look at there. God damn it, dude. No. I was just showing you what it's showing you. I don't know. Could be deep fake. Could be deep faked. Okay. I just want to point that out. It could be deep faked. We would never know if it was deep faked, but it could be deep faked. Hayden Wayne says, Eric K brought this up in the chat, and I saw, didn't Joan Rivers have something interesting to say about Obama right before she passed? Her last TV appearance, I believe, a quick hit interview outside of a building. Then she passed. Funny you should say that, because I think I can pull that up. Okay. Why can't I find it? Why can't I find it? I don't see it. All right, I'm sure it's on Twitter. So let me look this up on Twitter. I don't see it. Let's see. I don't see it on YouTube. I know it's on Twitter. Here we go. Is this it right here? Yeah, here we go. Share my screen. Here we go, right here.
And do you think that the country will see the United States will see the first gay president or the first woman president?
We already have it with Obama, so let's just calm down.
Got it.
You know Michelle is a trans.
I'm sorry, she's a what?
A transgender. We all know.
Oh my God.
Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. It's just interesting. I'm just sharing interesting stories with you, the audience. You are able to make up your own mind. You're very smart people. You're very intelligent people. I'm just sharing information for you, and we report, you decide. You know, I'll take that Fox News tagline for you, but we report, you decide. So it applies. It applies to what we're talking about. So we go back to Benny Johnson's video, the great Benny Johnson. We love Benny Johnson. Here we go.
I beg you. But Barack Obama took the side of the crackpot black nationalist politician and gravitated towards that man's racism, in-group racism, and then Barack Obama made that sort of like a persona. And so his white girlfriend wouldn't have anything more to do with him. So she couldn't stand it. His biographer says that he's not normal. He's not a normal politician or a normal human being. Barack Obama has as many insecurities as Trump. Barack doesn't want to be close with people who are his equals. None of the people who are ostensibly his best friends are anywhere close to his equal. Obama once said that the two things that he wanted were a valet and an airplane. Got it? Mr. South Side of Chicago, living off food stamps. So why should Obama, the ultimate winner, carry on the charade that he's part of a community, whatever that means, with these people from the Ivy League schools? He's happy to go on NPR and talk about meaningless things to make wine moms identify with him so he can put one over on them. Just don't ask him to visit the hospital when you get cancer, because he'll be hanging out on someone's yacht with other winners. Wow. Read this. It's so good. There's one part that I want to focus on, however, which I think is just wild in this piece. Let's go to the Obama section as it pertains to Joe Biden. This is really important. And this is absolutely worth the price of admission here in understanding the dynamics between Barack Obama and Joe Biden. So take for it what you will, Obama's sexual proclivities. I think this is actually far more dangerous and damaging to the country. Listen to this. The election of Joe Biden in 2020 gave Obama even more reason to stay in town, meaning Washington, D.C. The whispers about Biden's cognitive decline, which began during the bizarre COVID shelter basement campaign, were mostly dismissed as partisan attacks on a politician that had always been gaffe-riddled. Yet, President Biden continued to fall off bicycles, misremember basic names and facts, mix long, increasingly weird passages of data-esque nonsense with autobiographical whoppers during his public appearances. It became hard not to wonder how poorly the president's capacities really were, and who was actually making the decisions at the White House, staffed bottom to top with core Obama loyalists. When Obama turned up at the White House, staffers and press crowded him, leaving President Biden talking to the drapes, which is not a metaphor, but something that literally happened. Just in case you need a reminder, here it is literally happening. Barack Obama getting pressed in upon, being the sole center of attention.
Yep.
With all of the Barack Obama.
I remember this, man. Like, it's so pathetic to see that this old man, Joe Biden, nobody gives a shit about him. He's irrelevant. He's trying to get Barack Obama's attention like he's a starstruck fanboy. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about Joe Biden.
Staffers and acolytes there, Kamala Harris sidling up against him, and Joe Biden pondering off, begging for Obama's attention, putting his hand on Obama's shoulder.
God.
Begging.
So
For the
bad.
attention of this man. What was this? Well, according to the biographer, this was a flex. Obama might enjoy serving a third term as president, all but in name. Running the government from his iPhone was a thought expressed in public by Obama himself before and after he left office. I used to say that if I could make an arrangement where I had to stand in front man or front woman that had an earpiece in, and I could...
Yeah. Somebody said in the chat, Cyber Chud. I just want to remind you, everyone, when we see that, okay? I just want to remind you, this guy right here, that's the most popular president in the history of our country. That guy right there, that's the most popular president in the history of our country.
With all of the Barack Obama staffers and acolytes there, Kamala Harris sidling up against him, and Joe Biden pondering off, begging for Obama's attention, putting his hand on Obama's shoulder, begging for the attention of this man. What was this? Well, according to the biographer, this was a flex. Obama might enjoy serving a third term as president, all but a name, running the government from his iPhone, was a thought expressed in public by Obama himself before and after he left office. I used to say that if I could make an arrangement where I had a stand-in front man or front woman that had an earpiece in, and I could just go into my basement in my sweats looking through stuff, and I could sort of deliver the lines while somebody else was doing all the talking in the ceremony, he told Stephen Colbert, I'd be fine with that because I found the work fascinating. Even with all the clues in the Washington Press Corps, fresh off their years of broadcasting fantasies about secret communication links between Trump Tower and the Kremlin, they seem unable to imagine, let alone report on Obama's role in government. Instead, every few months, a sanitized report appears and some aspects of the ex-president's outside public life advocacy presented within the limits that are clearly being set by Obama's political operatives, which conveniently elide the problems that are inherent in having that person with no constitutional role or congressional oversight take an active role in the executive decision-making. Near the end of June, for example, Politico ran a long article noting that Biden's cognitive decline, the coy headline, is Obama ready to reassert himself, as the ex-president hadn't been living in the middle of Washington and playing politics since the days he left office. Indeed, in previous weeks,
and we know that, you know, like, I don't know if it's Obama per se, but Obama is definitely involved in the decision making that has been going on, because again, anyone with a working brain and the slightest bit of common sense understands that Joe Biden is not making any decisions. He's not making decisions because he doesn't even have the ability to make the decisions. So then you have to look at the structure. Okay, well then who else is there to make decisions? Well, it sure as hell ain't Kamala Harris, because Kamala Harris is one of the dumbest human beings we have ever seen, period, end of discussion. I'm not even saying she's one of the dumbest human beings we've ever seen in politics. She's just one of the dumbest human beings, period. That you don't have to put any caveats behind it. She's just one of the dumbest people.
Obama has continued his role as a central advocate for government censorship of the internet while launching a new campaign against gun ownership, claiming that it is historically linked to racism. Surely the spectacle of a president simultaneously leading campaigns against both the First Amendment and the Second Amendment have led to a spectacularly ludicrous old school DC reporter to file a story on the nuts and bolts of Obama's political operation.
So we'll leave it there. You guys obviously go follow Benny Johnson. Go over to his channel. I love Benny. He's a good friend, and he's done a lot for us to help us out, and I'll do anything in the world for him. So Benny Johnson is the man. But thank you guys for bringing that story up. I did hear it going around, and it's really wild. It's really freaking wild. Okay, I got to read some super chats. So let's see where we are. You guys are crazy tonight. Where are we at? We're over 1,000 likes. Woo! We're over 1,000 likes. You know what that means? I haven't even grifted yet. You haven't even allowed me to grift tonight. That's how crazy this stream has been. And 2 straight days now. 2 straight days. 2 straight days. You guys have had CobraCast #2 in the United States of America in Super Chats. 2 straight days now. The last 2 CobraCast have been #2 in the US. Yeah. #2. That's hard. That's hard for me to comprehend. It really is. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, Jed, I am reading from your list really quick. So there's so much to keep up with. So let me get Jed in here for a second. Jed, are you here? Are you here, Jed? Are you here, Jed? He's not here. We'll give him a minute.
Sorry, yeah, my mic sucks.
No, you're good. You're good. Are you? We're up to date on the list, right?
Yes, I'm just doing the 2 that just came in right now.
Okay. Okay, cool. All right. Thank you, man. I'll read from that list now. So, all right. Appreciate it, man. All right. Stacy S dropped a 50 and said, want to really blow your mind, the Great Awakening documentary. All right. Stacy S is on top of things, man. Stacy S knows what's up. So the Great Awakening documentary, I will check that out. Thank you, Stacy. Patton 360 game says, I used to listen to Steve Deese. Is it Deese? It's Deuce Deese. He has a show on The Blaze. but he's nothing but a DeSantis shill. He never liked Trump. A lot of his listeners called him out on the Trump hate, and he lost his mind. I actually feel like I heard him. You know what? I think I do know who this guy is now. I think I remember seeing him and hearing his anti-Trump nonsense. Like I was picking up on the fact that he really doesn't like Trump. I'm pretty sure I remember hearing that now. Okay. I think I know who we're talking about now. We're on the same page. AR Master says 1 Trump, 2 Trump, 3 Trump, 47 knocking down your door. The 4-7, baby. River Miles for 10 says, where do gamers want game systems? Wait, where do gamers who want game systems stand on the FBI list of most threatening groups in 2023? Gonna be interesting to see. Twilight Media Corp says they dropped a poo in the park today. Darth Who for 10. Hail the 199. Can't wait for Trump's 69th arrest for going. It's MAGA-ing time before spreading MAGA all over the world and restoring balance to the cost of living and maybe taking over Disney too. I heard, what did I hear today? I heard, was it The View? I think I heard The View say some clown bullshit today. I think it was The View. God, what was it? I feel like The View was talking about basically trying to make excuses for Joe Biden or something like that. Let me see if I can find this really quick. Pretty sure ALX probably tweeted it out. ALX tweets a lot, so it may take me a second. Wasn't ALX on Timcast tonight? ALX is great. I'm pretty sure The View said something to the effect of they were trying to justify Biden. I can't find it. I don't know, but I'm sure you heard it. But basically, they're like, "Oh, the economy's in great shape. Everything's wonderful." And then, are they just blaming it on his age? It was ridiculous. It really was. Let's see. I'm Your Pepper says Christopher Robin was hired by Hillary to kill poo. Dragon Dan for 5. Can we get Shockmaster audio edited in the background of the poo video? Poo Master, Poo Gate, J Tripped Poo. Oh, brother, give me back my Trump. Give me back my Trump. Warren Smith says Jeremy watches The View and CNN all day when not on CobraCast. Bass Bunny Love says on vacay way up in Maine with terrible signal, but wanted to stop by and send my support. All hail the 199. I will catch up in a few days when I come back to civilization. Hey, man. Good to hear from you. Hope you have a great vacation. We appreciate the support. The Lost Tales for $4.99. Exclusive Sound of Freedom interview from InfoWars headed towards the snake pit tonight. Ron DeSantis said 2020 election wasn't stolen. He's brain dead. Yes, Ron DeSantis is truly out of his mind at this point in time, and I don't think there's any help in him. I really don't. Eric K. And by the way, if you guys want to, you can join our Discord, the Geeks and Gamers Discord, and then within the Geeks and Gamers Discord, the Snake Pit section is in there, and they have all types of discussions. They share memes. They talk shit. It's a lot of fun, and I'm sure they'd love to have you. Eric K says, if I acted like my father would have, if I acted like that, my father would have followed through with the promise. You act right or I will get rid of you and make another one just like you, only smarter and better looking. Hey, that's pretty badass, actually. 2012 Jameson, can we do a meme contest to make it more fun? 199. I think a meme contest is actually a good idea. It's actually a really good idea. Pete gifted 10 memberships. Thank you, Pete. I appreciate that. Epic Mike's T-Rex arms get to 5 D-Day Cobra memberships. Thank you, Epic Mike's T-Rex arms. Coalee. Oh gosh, I just realized I have coworkers working in New York this week. Man, this is ridiculously dumb. I hope they're safe. Same here. Same here. Let's see. 2012 Jameson says, look up exomes for dogs. Will do. Craig Morning says, Big Alex for 10. Gerald Armstrong, do you already see Olbermann's response to Trump? I did not see Olbermann's response to Trump. I saw Michael Rappaport. Did you guys see that? Oh my God. Rappaport might be the most pathetic person I've ever seen in my life. Like it's bad. It's really bad. Let me see if I can find this. Michael Rappaport might be the saddest human being on the planet. I mean, it is bad. It's really bad. Yeah, right here. Like, this is awful, dude. Listen, I'm going to apologize in advance for showing you guys what I'm about to show you. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it. I'm sure a lot of you have seen this. But before then, look at that. Sandstorm 450. Happy Friday. Thanks, D-Day CobraCast 199. I'm back. I've been working graveyard shifts all week. So happy to be with my snake pit. Love my Geeks and Gamers peeps. Hope Pooh Bear is okay. Hail my Geeks and Gamers hood. Look at Sandstorm. Crushing it. Good to have you back, Sandstorm. That is awesome. I'm sorry, Sandstorm. I have to share a video of someone that needs a lot of help. This person makes Ron Perlman look normal, okay? That's what this does. This person makes Ron Perlman look normal. This might be the single most deranged person on the entire internet. Michael Rappaport.
Woo! Woo! Ain't no party like an indictment party, cause an indictment party don't stop once. Twice, woo! 3 times indicted. Big Jack Smith, I love you. I'll say it again once, twiggity, twice, woo! 3 times indicted. Big Dick, we're going for 4 because they're gonna get you in Georgia. Georgia? Oh, jiggity, Georgia. Georgia's on my mind. Woo! Woo! Woo!
That's fucking retarded.
I shouldn't have played it. Like, someone said it in the chat, and I agree. That's worse than feet. That's worse than Brie Larson's feet. That is worse than Brie Larson's feet. I mean, that was bad. That was really, really bad. I got nothing left after that, man. Like, holy crap. My goodness. My goodness. What the hell is going on? What is happening right now? Jeez. I mean, just unbelievable. Scruffy looking Nerf herder. My mom is a lefty, center lefty, but was kind of on the DeSantis train. I showed her the DeSantis governor campaign video where he was super pro-Trump, the one you showed, and she was like, "Is this a joke?" Thank you, bro. Hey, I'm happy that more people are being kind of shown what's going on here, because again, the whole thing is crazy. The whole thing is crazy, and DeSantis again. You're talking to someone who liked DeSantis a lot. I liked DeSantis. I live in the state of Florida. He was a great governor. He said all the right things. He did all the right stuff. But it's clear that he just isn't that guy. And he's so cringe. Somebody tweeted, did you see I see him in the fucking this video of him serving ice cream? He fucking hates it. He despises this. Listen how cringe this is.
There you go. All right. Can I help you? Which one? Okay. Get a cone or a cup? Cup? Do you want a cup too? Okay. All right.
the chat frozen? The chat's frozen again, by the way. It's so cringe. So cringe. And I think it's necessary to play. I think it's necessary to play it one more time. It's become one of my favorite things to play on this channel, just for being honest. Oh, by the way, I saw this clip today. Who tweeted this out? Yeah, I think ALX retweeted this. Remember, guys, Donald Trump is the worst person on the planet. Donald Trump is a terrible, terrible person. You can't be affiliated with Donald Trump, okay? Except that Hollywood loved Donald Trump. Hollywood loved Donald Trump.
Excuse me, but I've got something to tell you first. Thank you for ruining my life.
Ashley!
What did you do?
Everybody's always blaming me for everything.
Look at our boy Trump. Look at our boy Trump. You love to see it. That is awesome. Oh man. Everybody's always blaming me for everything. Did you guys see this? Okay. This is not from what I understand. Let me see if make sure this didn't get community noted. All right, this didn't get community noted. All right. This is, from what I understand, this is not edited at all. And by the way, Brock just dropped 20 more gifted memberships. You crazy mad lad, you. This is not edited.
Universal school choice in the state of Florida. We have Parents' Bill of Rights in the state of Florida. It says parents have the All right, let's see. There we go. The education and upbringing of your kids.
Oh man. And where is it at? I wanted to find, there was one more I wanted to show you. Oh yeah, it's one I've already played, but it's just too good to not play again, man. It's just too good.
Hello, failure, my old friend. I've come to stare at you again. Because a vision softly creeping started thinking I could beat the king. But the vision that was planted in my brain was in vain. I be the face of failure. Uniparty filled my head. The situation we misread. Big donors gave me tons and tons of dough. Up seemed the only way that I could go. But my dreams got crushed when the polls kept coming out. There was no doubt I was the face of failure. And at the Trump rally I saw 50,000, maybe more. People screaming about being free. People dreaming of a great country. They were yelling out that I'm a loser. I'm nothing but a backstabber. And Hail Hydra. I was the face of failure. Fool said you do not know. Cut off one head and two more grow. Hear my words as I explain to you. We're your betters, we rule over you. But my words, they meant nothing, had nobody scared. no one cared. I was the face of failure. And then the people got real loud. There was a power in that crowd. And they made it clear I was losing. And that I wasn't for losing. And they all said Donald Trump's the president, and that's the only way they vote. I was a joke, 'cause they knew the face of failure.
Please clap. And there's the credit for it right there. The Daily Meme. The MAGA memers continuing to be undefeated as always. Also, I saw a comment. Let me see if I can find it right here. Where was it? It was about there's probably a few here we go. Also, Jeremy, Trump's sound equipment failed. Deep state, Satan. Who could be behind this? You see, that's the problem with the DeSantis fans. Like, DeSantis supporters kind of remind me of, it's the difference in prequel fans in Star Wars and the sequel fans. Prequel fans memed on the prequels forever. They laughed at the prequels. They knew how to laugh at the movie that they loved because they understood that memes are funny. DeSantis people are so fucking uptight that they can't even laugh at a fucking meme, that they take it too fucking seriously. We make outlandish fucking memes of Donald Trump all the time that are completely stupid. They make no sense. We all know Trump ain't in shape. We all know he ain't ripped from head to toe. We all know Trump don't look like that. Okay? We meme it because it's funny. You're supposed to laugh at shit, okay? Does anybody fucking think that Trump looks like this? No, we're memeing it because Trump doesn't look like this. We know what he looks like. It's funny to make fucking memes. It's not that hard. Just laugh at shit. Just laugh. Holy fuck. Things are funny. Laugh at them. It ain't that serious. Your boy DeSantis is a fucking memed machine. I don't mean he's a meme machine. He's a memed machine. Lean into the shit. Own it. Just have some fucking fun with it. It ain't that hard. They're like, they make pictures of Trump being super ripped. They think he's ripped. No, we don't. We know what Trump looks like. And then the idiots respond with these pictures of Trump on the golf course with like his belly. They're like, this is what he really looks like. Yeah, we know. Thank you. What are you trying to prove? People are idiots, man. These people are idiots. But with that said, and I'm just telling you, this is a real picture. I've had this confirmed. This is a real picture. You know, this is real. That is 100% real. That is a fact. You can't deny it. There's no evidence that you can find me that says that's not a real picture. That is a real picture. 100% confirmed. I just want you to know. All right. Trump is riding a bull with the Donald Trump hairdo. It's so stupid and it's so awesome at the same time. It's the stupidest, most awesome thing ever. Oh my God. It's so good. I love it. I love it. You can't take yourself too seriously, man. That's really what it comes down to. You can't take yourself too seriously. When you do, you create problems for yourself. Just laugh, have fun. You get roasted from time to time. That's life, and you just move on with everything. All you can do is laugh. That's it. With that said, we are at 1,256 likes. Y'all know what that means. We like to be transparent here at CobraCast because this is a show made by the audience, for the audience. This is your show. The only reason I am here is because of all of you. So I like to be transparent. And through transparency, we show things. So again, if you look at just the last CobraCast, this is the list for the biggest super chatted channels in the United States of America. That was Thursday. So Thursday, number 2 in the country, ahead of Tim the Tap Man, ahead of Timcast. Okay? Like, what a banger. All right? So we were number 2. If you go back to Tuesday, we were number 2. That's right. Ahead of Timcast, ahead of Tim the Tap Man. We are crushing it. You guys are the best. And it is appreciated. So we always show off the sexy back end around these parts. So it is time, ladies and gentlemen, drop those sweet peaches in the chat, and it's time to show off the sexy back end. And boom, there we go. Another sexy back end. 918. 918. Why is it a day ahead? Because it has to process. So the numbers don't actually update until the following day, Johnny Lightfoot. 918 and 313 new members, which doesn't even go into the revenue that they put on the super chat list, by the way. Holy shit. That is insane. You guys have been crazy tonight. No, I hear you, Warren Smith. That is 100% fact. I'm pretty sure we would be number 1 probably every single day that I stream if they included gifted subs. So insanity. So thank you again for making this possible. I just try to be transparent. There's a lot of streamers online that make a lot of money and they don't really acknowledge the audience because they have such big audiences. I will never do that because I'm here for the audience. The audience makes this possible and I appreciate it. They don't count members. That's Jay. Not on that list. Like overall, the memberships go into the pot, but they just don't count on that list. I'm sure that they will change that, but at this current time, they don't. They don't. But again, thank you guys for that. I still have a lot of super chats to read. A lot. And so Jay Hailstorm is still working on the Beard of Shame tonight as well. What did Hayden Wayne say? DeSantis is getting close to being as memed as Jay is. Laughing my ass off. Jay, I love you, man. We all love Jay. He is getting pretty close, though. He is getting pretty close. Let me see. Ryan B says, Benny Johnson said 98.5% of J6ers have been found guilty. Greatest persecution in U.S. history. This is not a justice system. Republicans have to stop this. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Let's see. Great Stank says, red ants attacked my dog, Raditz, the other day and went scorched earth with baking soda all over the backyard. I love dogs. Hey, man, dogs are the best. They really are. Cropped Door says $10 to turn this off. I don't know what that was. We've played a lot of cringy things. I don't know exactly what that was. Cole Hauser for 2. A Trump Vivek ticket. VK. That's Vivek, right? Ticket would have the left implode. No, VK. Who's VK? Who's VK? What, am I drawing a blank? Why am I drawing a blank? VK. A Trump VK ticket? Who am I forgetting? VK. The only person that starts with a V is Vivek. Okay. I think everybody thinks it's Vivek too. So I think that's who he's talking about. Cole Hauser. Did you mean Vivek? Is that who you mean? Oh, did I read that shit wrong? It says Trump. No, you put the K was capital. That's what threw me off. I got it. The K was capital. That's what threw me off. It says VIVE and then the K is capital. It's misspelled a little bit. That's what threw me off. BC Man says, well, see, I don't think that would throw the left's head insane. I think what throw their head insane is RFK. That's what I think. I think RFK and Trump would, but I don't think that's possible, and I don't necessarily want that. BC Man 420 says, this guy's on a whole another level. TDS, dear Lord. Yes. Jameson Jeremy now has boobs. Lost Tales super chat. Wow. Let's see. Lost Tales. Never know what Lost Tales is saying. Johnny Whiz-Kid, remember I talked about Rob Paulson singing in Gloat over Trump's indictment. He's saying again, want to give it a watch. Maybe he's more cringe than the crazy guy. I'll post a link in the snake pit. Probably not tonight because we're over already and I still got another stream, but I will definitely check that out. Patton 360 Games. I 100% believe Trump will win 2024, but I'm wondering, what do we do after Trump? Where is the worthy successor to the Republicans full of backstabbers? Trump 2024. It's a great question. It's why I'm so disappointed in DeSantis, because I firmly believe that DeSantis was the heir apparent to Trump. And sadly, he's not. And I don't think he ever will be. I can never see a scenario where DeSantis is the heir apparent to Trump. He's so far gone in my eyes. I can never trust him again. He's Jeb Bush. I said this a while back. I wasn't the first to say it, so I don't want credit for that. But I definitely was saying he was Jeb Bush when it wasn't popular to say. I was not the first to say it, but he is 100% Jeb Bush. He 100% is Jeb Bush. Let me see. Eric K says, we cannot become the Footcast. Sorry, all. That is true. Jared the American. DeSantis recently came out and said 2020 was a free and fair election and Trump's claims were fraud were false. Yeah, keep digging it. Keep digging your grave, DeSantis. Keep digging it. Eric K says, Jay wants to leave the door open for Pooh Bear. Joey Flores says, first off, she's fine as hell, talking about Trump's attorney. 2012 Jameson, to get Trump on the ballot, sue state for 1983 claims. CK Win, monkey's got a monkey, just saying thank you. As wonky eyebrow, beard of shame to Jay, poor Pooh. Gerald Armstrong, Alvin Bragg will lower it to misdemeanors, talking about Kai Cent stuff. Doc Holliday says, chimp out. Doc Holliday, we was kangs and shit. Give me back my console, says CK Win. Mikey likes it for $1.99. Thank you. Patton 360, January 6th. Make a way for August 4th. Clinton House says, how long until Trump is indicted for this? Hail the 199. 2012 Jameson, crowd too young for anti-Trump spin. Johnny Whitskiz, mooning was a thing years ago. Now it's gross. Doc Holiday for 2. Try that in a small town. Geek Chorus, red pill, a Libby giving them what they want. Scott McKenzie, bless this chat, Reverend Osteen. Jeremy Osteen has been particularly happy with tonight's super chats. Jeremy Osteen wants to send a big wamen to 2 special members of the community that we saw tonight. Jeremy Osteen is saying prayers to 2 special, wonderful members of the community. They appeared earlier when we were looking at a video from Trump's attorney. Jeremy Osteen wants to send wonderful thoughts and prayers to those 2 wonderful members. Wamen. I think you all know who Jeremy Osteen's talking about. I think maybe you do. I don't know. AR Master dropping 10 gifted memberships. Look at there. Holy crap, man. You guys have lit it up tonight. CMU Fan Nova, since the downfall of my father, I am going to adopt a new name for the chat. I will go by CMU Elite V-Day Viper. Today marks me leaving the beta known as @MCU Fan. Today is my day of victory. Rise the snake pit. Rise. So now we've got CMU Fan Nova that has taken over for MCU Fan, apparently. What the hell is going on? Darius, what's up, my boy Darius? Good God, that guy is nuts. talking about what's his face? Fucking Michael Rappaport. Vic Whiplash just dropped 10 more gifted memberships. You guys are crazy, and I appreciate it. Arthur Brown says, Jeremy, what did you why did you show that? Now the Chaz going to burn down Geeks and Gamers headquarters and publicly execute you all. You know, you gotta draw the line somewhere, right? Thank you, Arthur Brown. I appreciate you, man. Doc Holiday says at J Jones, TDS is debilitating mental sickness. Is a debilitating mental sickness. Yes, TDS is Trump derangement syndrome. It's essentially it's a sickness that when you can't do anything in life except think about Donald Trump and blame him for every problem in your life. That's TDS. And there's a lot of people suffering from TDS. The Lost Tale says, Jay, you're so mean. I can't believe you believe you were up Z like this. Don't you know he's the president of China? Nick Skyberg says, did I say insisted? I meant incited. Just seems strange that the guy that was arrested for inciting it ran away while people attacked his vehicle. Yeah, there's a lot to this story. And so we're going to have to see more details. It does seem like Kai is going to be in a lot of trouble, but we'll have to see how this all plays out. Deranged Lunatic, aka DL, says, I hear Mike Pence may testify against Trump. I've heard that too. Taker says, Jeremy, are Texas and Oklahoma joining the SEC this year? Not this year. Well, was it this year? I know Texas. I can't remember if I have got to get replugged in back into college football. Football season's almost here. I will get connected to everything in the next week because we're getting close. We're getting close. Zinni Biscuit, Glenn Beck on FNT win. I don't know if Glenn Beck would want to come on. I'm sure we can make that happen, though. Taker says, Jeremy, there was an episode of Oprah featuring a bunch of guys married to women who had affairs with dudes who claimed that they're not gay. Basis for a meme? Hailstorm? That looks like a good opportunity right there. Not for tonight, but later on. Brock just dropped 10 more gifted memberships. Brock, you mad lad. AR Master headline, does Barack Obama is gay? What? Does Barack Obama is gay? Is that what you said, AR Master? Billy Badass. People who are even remotely surprised by this clearly don't know about the WikiLeaks. All of his assorted deals are there. Hail Jeremy Commander. Alan says, my family made me watch the live action Little Mermaid. I can confirm that she is in fact a chocolate starfish. Just chilling. I hope for the best for your pup. Dogs are number one in the 199. Dogs are the best. They really are. Iram says, Jeremy, that's Terry Crews. After watching Idiocracy and seeing Terry Crews in that role, holy shit, man. It's so funny. DM for 2 says, we must never waver in our support for our savage. Coalise says, no grift, only subs. Accept it. I dare you. Taker says, does Michelle sound like Brittany Griner? Both of them probably have an extremely large penis. That's all I'll say. Insomniac. Tommy Lahren has become a never Trumper and a DeSantis shill. I was never a fan of Tommy Lahren. Obviously, she's not bad to look at, but I've never been a fan of Tommy Lahren. So I don't really know what's going on with her, but I was never really a fan per se. Silent Running says, I'm ignoring Rumble. No, I'm not. I've got Rumble pulled up right here. I would never ignore Rumble. Why would I ignore Rumble? There's so many beautiful super chats over here. Occupant 42 for 2, negative 0.01. Bolt Runner. I heard they caused more damage than January 6th. They'll probably indict Trump for it. Hail the 199. Hail FNT. And shout out to the Dilly Memes and Agenda 47. Let's go. Vault 95 Survivor. Now to see if the Twitch streamer gets charged for attempted murder like all of those driver victims in 2020. Silent Running says, thank you for the distraction. My daughter is still in her coma. I'm so sorry to hear that, man. Keep us posted. Keep us posted, man. I'm so sorry to hear that. Johnny the Whitkiz, I'm excited to announce I'll be streaming retro games for both YouTube and Kick. I'm ready to share my passion of 80s fashion and look forward to rating your channel. Dude, let's get rad and gnarly. Heck yeah, Johnny. It's awesome, man. Kick's a great platform. It really is. JM the Elite Fan, someone please meme Pooh falling with the GTA wasted meme or Peter Griffin's pose after he fell down the stairs laughing my ass off. You guys really want this poo thing memed. I think you're probably going to get your wish. Occupant 42. Some of us remember Carter. That's a $10 Rumble rant. Thank you, sir. Bro, look what part it's on right now. I got to show you guys this really quick. So I got distracted for a minute. because that sexy back in, it got a lot sexier, and it has nothing to do with money. That sexy back end got real sexy. I kept looking. I kept looking in the corner of my eye. I'm like, there's something distracting me on this back because the screen's over here. There's something distracting. All right. And I was like, okay, that's what's distracting. I mean, hey, I'm just saying it was distracting. Okay. It was distracting. Had nothing to do with the super chats this time. Okay. Had nothing to do with the super chats. All right. Oh man. Let's see. JM the Elite fan for Rumble. Speaking of retardation in NYC today, do you remember seeing that clip of a mom slapping the shit out of her son after catching him looting and rioting during the Summer of Love? I don't recall seeing that. But I'd like to see it. Silent Running says DeSantis should be a verb for everyone that used that used and abused Trump. DeSantis has really ruined his entire political career, in my opinion. He really has. Hayden Wayne for $20. Glenn, Eric, Stu Trio. That could be an interesting and informative show. Laughing my ass off. I think Glenn is a bit disconnected from mainstream culture, and he is Mormon, but could be interesting for sure on FNT. Yeah, I mean that could be. You never know, man. We've tried to, like, we want to have everybody on, but after the Gavin debacle, we've been kind of keeping things a little more closer to home. You know what I mean? So just you live and learn. Alice in Blunderland. Holy duck, Jeremy. Did you really have to torment us like that? DM says that was low. Z-listers trying to out TDS each other. Vexosphere. AC6 releases August 25th. Trump releases August 28th. Arthur Brown. I got that one from Arthur Brown. East Coast Toasty Boy. The indictments mean nothing because he didn't do anything. Rapp's report is getting hyped for nothing. Completely useless. My God. Torben Christensen says, beware of the trumpeter. Deranged lunatic. Michael Rappaport for Beard of Shame. I think it's a little too late for that. Ryan Guy, you like being a transparent for shame. Taker says he's a Watt Jeb. John Eric Bush. Hercules says Neon got bullied. Have you seen it? Top G covered it. I did see it. I personally do not trust that it was real. With that said, I love the message that Tate built around it. I don't buy that it's real, though. I think that Neon does this a lot. And I just became aware of Neon, but I've seen some of his older stuff. I don't think it's real. But with that said, Tate's message behind it was fantastic. But I don't buy it. I don't buy it at all. Keck Lord says, thank you for finally watching Idiocracy. Hail the 199. Hey, thank you guys for having me do it. Alan says Obama's favorite food is eggplant. Antoine Soldier. Hey, Jeremy, can you explain Meatball Ron to my girlfriend? So from what I understand, Trump is the first person that called him Meatball, if I'm not mistaken. I had to ask this question. And then apparently because of the Italian element of it or whatever, Trump's backed off on it. Am I understanding this correctly? Because that's what I gather from it, because I didn't know the lore behind it, and the chat was telling me about that. Is Trump the first person that said Meatball Ron? Chat, let me know. I just know it's funny as hell to call him Meatball Ron. I call him Meatball Ron because he does look like a meatball. It's pretty damn funny, but that's all I know from it. So I'm waiting for the chat to let me know. I'm sure some of my chatters are going to know. His head is shaped like a meatball. It doesn't. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I was. Okay, there it is right there. Meme TV our lore master. Basically, he never said it, but he tongue-in-cheek said it by saying, I would never say that. The memers ran with it. There you go. So Trump, being the master that he is, he basically, like, he memed it. He kind of put it out there and the memers took over. So that's really all it is. So from my understanding, but his head does look like a meatball. I heard it from Trump first. I have no idea why he said it. Says Donnie Danko. I just think it has a good flow to it. Meatball Ron. I think it's funny. I think it sounds funny as hell. All right, we got some member messages to get to. Meme TV for 10 says, tagged you on X with a meme I made watching the show tonight. Well, we got to look at that. Here we go. I'm not even going to watch it before playing it. Here we go. Meme TV on Twitter.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
You got to add the music and it's perfect. Holy shit. That is fantastic, though. Add the music and it's perfect. The whoa. Yeah, No Guts theme isn't right. But if you do that, it's perfect, Meme TV. I will use that here. Make sure you have your so after you get the theme to it, and here it is right here again, just so you see it in its glory. I'll make sure your watermark's on it, and I will play the hell out of that one. Where the hell is it? Here we go.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
It's so good. Fantastic work. I love it. The MAGA memers are undefeated. Cattle Dog says George Bush knew Pooh's collapse was an inside job. That was a controlled fall. No one talks about Pooh Center 7 that collapsed after him. God damn it. Make sure I'm caught up here. Gonna move this over. Don't do that. All right, almost. There we go. Okay. JM the Elite Fan says, my bad. The mom slapping her son was during the Freddie Gray protest in Baltimore. Got you. Okay. I kind of feel like I remember that one back in the day. I feel like I do. Epic Mike's T-Rex Arms. We need Drunk 3 PO on. Maybe, it's probably two. We're getting ready to play Fortnite. I don't know if Jay's playing with us or not. I know Chris is going to be there. Beer's going to be there. Jay might be there. But I'd like to get Jay back on CobraCast for sure. Jared Armstrong says, poo hopping. Holy Nuckfut says, hail, Jeremy. Hope you're doing well, bro. God bless and hail the 199. Hey, man. Appreciate that. Mary Nicholson, you should see if you can find a clip from years ago of the mom who saw her son in a riot, went and found him and opened a can of whoop ass on him. Yeah, we were just talking about that, JM the Elite Fan. Mikey likes it with the gifted D-Day Cobra membership. Thank you, David Nelson. New Yorkers couldn't take the summer off. Geek Chorus, welcome to the Snake Pit. Joe Cox says, terrible. Gillis says, yo, G&G is awesome. Thanks for CobraCast. G&G Tabletop is awesome as well. Where's the love for TJ Bang? Yo, Joe. Well, I'm glad you are enjoying Tabletop. They do a great job over there. I love Tabletop. So happy with that channel and the team over there. Lying Dogface Pony Soldier with the gifted D-Day Cobra membership. Thank you, Crazy Clown Town. Big Mike found out about Obama's affair with the chef. Big Mike then deleted the chef. The Wookiee says, hail the Snake Pit. Hail the 199 Trump 2024. Richie Sober says, great to see the Snake Pit growing. Hail the 199. Hercules says, hey, Jeremy, have you heard or seen Neon getting bullied? And have you seen Top G covering it? Neon getting bullied and Kai causing the mob riot for clout. Yeah, like I said, the Neon thing, I personally don't think it's legit, but I want to look a little further into it. But I did like Aaron Drew Tate's response to it. Russ Williams says, even the Breets ain't that painful. Beastie Man says, let's fucking go. Brett Meyer says, Michael Rappaport shows us an actor's brain on strike. Craig Keeley just joined the Discord server. Let's go Snake Pit. GPSI says, welcome to the Snake Pit, new member. Thank you. And Mary Nicholson just posted the vid I mentioned in the member message in the Snake Pit Discord. It's hilarious what the mom did. See if you guys can find that video for me really quick, guys. See if you can find that for me. I'd like to check that out if possible. William Wells says, which would be worse, sucking on Bree's toes for 10 minutes or hanging out with Michael Rappaport for 24 hours? God, why? I don't know how to answer that. That is an awful thing to ask anybody. Bill never gets a free membership. I'm sorry, Bill. We're going to be streaming again. Maybe there'll be some more. I am sorry that you didn't get the round this time. But there's always more opportunities. I don't know how to answer that question. I have no idea. That's craziness. I can't even process. That. That's just horrible. Let me see. All right. I'm trying to set this. We're not ending yet. We still have stuff to do. So don't everybody bail on me yet. I know you're like, fuck you, Jeremy. You're not watching you play video games. Well, some people will. And that's all that matters. I'll set this up for here. And then we got to go to 12 a.m. Right here. So we'll set it up for 12:15, I guess. Boom. I just set it up. So the link is made for the gaming stream. I probably should push that back to 12:30 though, to be honest with you, because yeah, there we go. All right. So let me see where we're at. Jay Hailstorm, how we looking, buddy? We good? And then Jed, are we caught up? Oh my God, what is this? Uh-oh. Yep, there it is. All right, Jed, are we caught up?
There's just 20 gifted memberships that came in from Warren just a moment ago. Otherwise, we're caught up.
You mad lad. People are asking Bill if he got his account set up. Of course. Rumble's amazing. All right.
1 minute. Sorry, I was like exporting.
Oh, okay. No problem. Jeremy's such a great guy, just the best. I don't know about that. Let's see. Jed's back. Yes, Jed's back. All right. Nobody likes Jed though, so I don't know. Do you like Jed? Jay Hailstorm? Hailstorm?
What was the question?
Do you like Jed?
Hang on. I gotta finish exporting.
All right, nobody cares. Neither one of these guys care. They're working too hard. They don't care about my fucking questions. They don't care about my questions. Do you think? Let's see. Do you think when President Trump says we need transparency in government, he might be setting up Michelle, Big Mike, and Barack Trans Gay to destroy them during the election? Love your show, dude. It's so funny, man. This Barack Obama story. So yes, I did, Matthew. I did, and you're very welcome. And I did get your $10 super chat. Will you talk about the Trump speech you mentioned on FNT? I tried to watch. I was watching a little bit of it, but I didn't get around to watching most of it. I was wanting to try when I left Friday Night Tights. I was going to try to start my stream earlier so we could react to it. I just didn't get around to it. So my apologies for that. I do have the other stream, and I'll go ahead and I'll put that in the chat so you guys can have the link for it. And you guys can come join us if you want to. You don't have to. I get it. The gaming stuff doesn't work for everybody. And I totally understand that. So we're waiting on Beard of Shame right now. And we have no more super chats came in. So I'll just read regular comments. Talk to me in the chat. No more super chats. We're shutting them down. Let's just talk. What do you guys want to talk about? Let's go. Let's go. What do you need? Kick 2? Yes, I'll be on Kick. I'll be on Kick and YouTube. And I guess Rumble. I guess I'll set Rumble up too. It's just hard keeping up with 3 different chats. Look at Dr. Rachel. Says Jed is a good man. What's up, Dr. Rachel? How are you? Blue Shell says hi, Jeremy. Kathleen Kennedy is here. Says hello, Jeremy. Well, hello, Kathleen. Good to have you here. Salem says hi, Jeremy. Hi, right back at you. Armored Core 6. Yes, I do want to play Armored Core 6. Matthew says, hey, I love the show. Came here from FNT, and I'm loving the fellowship. Thank you, Matthew Lewis. Appreciate that. I did not see the PBD podcast tonight, but I will. I will watch the Patrick Bet David podcast tonight. William Wells says, hey, Jeremy, sorry. Don't apologize. It's all good, brother. It's all good. It's all good. Wait, what? What is this thing on? Hang on. Where'd it go? Michael Rappaport says, come on, let's meet in a car park. I'm ready to go, D-Day Cobra. Oh, yes, Brock. I did. I don't know how. I have no idea how that happened, Brock. Do you have any idea how that happened, Brock? Where are you at, Brock? Where's your comment? God dang it. I can't find Brock's comment. Brock said Jeremy made 2,000 over 2 G's gaming last time. Yeah, I did. I don't know how that happened, Brock. I see this guy, though. Look at Schwalbach. You know, there are pics of Michelle Obama's penis out there. She's in a dress. Family friendly. Yes, Big Mike, the account Big Mike has it. It's Big Mike's profile picture. Oh man. What the hell's going on? All right. It's the most anticipated moment of the night, ladies and gentlemen. It is Beard of Shame time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. CobraCast 199 is proud to present to you tonight's Beard of Shame.
Yeah. Fuck you. Heartfelt.
Call again.
Holy shit. Is that really him dancing? What a clown. I don't watch Kai, so I can't. Apparently that was him dancing. What a weirdo. And then the end. Now that was good. Well done, Hailstorm. Another masterpiece from our boy Hailstorm. Look at that. You gotta love it. Holy crap. All right, I am going to end this, and we're going to get ready for the gaming stream. I have relationships with women and sex with men. The rumors are true. That's a $5 super chat. What the hell? I think we're caught up there. All right, we are caught up. Holy crap, guys. Oh, just so we know, we are literally $9. We are $9 away. We're $9.05 away from breaking 1,000 in the super chats. We're $9.05 away from it. Do we want to see it? We'll just share the screen if we hit it. Let's see if we hit it really quick. From hitting the big 1K. Look at that. Just 1K right there. Next $10 gets it. Next $10 pushes it. Who wants to see it happen? I'll do it. Fuck it. You know what? I'm going to drop 50 gifted memberships just for the hell of it anyway. Might as well. There it is. Look at there. And I'm dropping 50 of them now. I'm dropping 50 gifted memberships right now. There it is. Booyah. 50 gifted memberships. Soviet Bean with the 10. And there's the 50 gifted memberships. There we go. Look at Willie Dave, Gary on the guitar there. Damn it. All right. So there you go. 50 more gifted memberships. So I appreciate you guys. You are the best. Thank you. Do you guys know how dedicated? Do you guys know how dedicated Eric K is? Even when I gift my own memberships, he puts it in the tab. D-Day Cobra gifted 50 memberships to help me keep up with all of it. It's crazy. But thank you guys. I'll see you for the gaming stream here in less than 30 minutes. Look at AR Master. Look at that. You guys are great. BK with the 199. Wedge says, I liked talking you out. I like taking you out last night. What? I don't know what that means. Let's see. AR Master got that one. Okay, we're good. So you guys have a great day. Oh, you mean probably in Fortnite? Is that what you meant? Yeah, because we played Fortnite last night with the members. I guess that's what you're talking about. I didn't know what the hell you're talking about. That's probably what it was. But after the show, I always read the comments. I love seeing your feedback. I love seeing your enthusiasm. I also love seeing your criticism. So if you have criticism for me, constructive criticism, I love reading it. I love reading your enthusiasm. So after the show is over in the comments section, if you want to tell me what you thought of the show, I like the feedback. I appreciate the feedback. It helps me become a better host and it helps me give you a better show. So please feel free to share your feedback in the comments section after the show. It is appreciated. You guys have a great day. I'll see you in about 25 minutes, and we will talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.